YouTube, how the devil are you doing? It's Cool King checking in again on behalf of the EDC Cooperative. I hope that you are fine and dandy. So today we are going to talk about the KeyBar. So without further ado, let's get down to it. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard of KeyBar. They are quite a staple name in the EDC community in general, and they obviously make key bars, key holders. This one I got back in 2014, and it is quite a limited edition titanium one that they did at the time with a titanium pocket clip on it as well. I carried this for quite a few years. I've put a Pliers Designs tritium insert on it, and we've got a Derek Lee Knives insert, which is quite a nice build. Like I say, that was my main sort of key holder. Obviously I have a few key bars. This one I won on a giveaway from Revolver Watch Company. Inside this one there are some tools that were designed by a company called Check Knives. There's only 3 in here at the moment, but we've got a seatbelt cutter. There's some very nice angled tweezers, and then this, believe it or not, is actually a flashlight with 2 settings. It's quite a nice little tool to have, and it was just fun to sort of put them in there at the time. I have got more tools to go with it, which we can run through quickly. There is what I suppose you'd call pliers. We have a screwdriver bit that has a flat head on one side and a Phillips head on the other side, similar to the Leatherman bit kit stuff. Got a nice little wrench tool there, and we have this knife insert as well. Again, they're from Check Knives if you wanted to look them up. These 2 here, both aluminium ones. I can tell which one is the newer one and which one is not, which is older. This one to me is the older version that I have, and this one is the newer version. Don't think you're going to make it out. You can't really make it out properly in the flesh, but the sort of machining on this one just looks cleaner and brighter. Possibly used a different head on it. So what is a KeyBar? Well, we've discussed bits that you can put in it. KeyBar actually sell their own bits to go in it as well. Memory stick. I used one of these for a while. That was just a cheap generic Chinese copy. I don't know if this one is any good, but if you are wanting something that you can store a document on that you use regularly, if you travel or something like that, something like this could just be what you need. I think this one's called the bottle bruiser, which sits inside the KeyBar, and you've got a bottle opener and a bit of a pry bar on it. And then these are extremely good. These are what they call the magnuts. So obviously you can put one end around your key hoop on your KeyBar and the other one on a carabiner or something attached to your bag maybe, and obviously the very strong magnetic force with them. Anyway, what I'm going to do, just going to show you quickly how to use the KeyBar, and we need a screwdriver, which I have. So we loosen the screws off, bolts, and instantly we're met with a load of washers. Inside the box when they come, you have different size bolts there that you can see, and extra washers. Again, in this one, this is the same. This one has different size nuts in, bolts, sorry, and that's so that you can use a different amount of keys per one. So if I just leave that there, just on the other side of there is a rubber O-ring just on that side that sort of sits in the groove on the KeyBar itself. You can just about make out the groove there. So push that through, leave one washer on, and then I tend to leave the key hoop and then put your key on. Put, I don't know, another 2 washers on maybe. Put a second key on. We're getting quite full there for this size. So I'll put another washer in, just rotate that back round, line it up with the hole, tighten that down, which is nice and tight there. So then we can just access them keys as and when we need them, fold them back in. They go both ways if you wanted them to. Obviously the key hoop might not go through there if you've got something on. If you really wanted, now we can loosen this one off, depending on how many keys you've got to put on your KeyBar. Leave one washer on there, put another key on, put another 2 washers in, put another key on, one more washer, and then we have pocket clips. So this is the standard pocket clip that comes with it, and this is a deep carry pocket clip. Depending on how you want to carry your KeyBar, you can see a slight difference there in the shapes. We feed it through and just slide. People seem to think that they are extremely fiddly. They're not if you've got a bit of time, patience to do it. Obviously I'm doing this quick time on a video, just giving that, tighten that up, there we go. So now we have our nice key bar with our 4 keys in it and the key hook, as well as a pocket clip. You don't have to have the pocket clip in it, obviously, if you don't want, so you can take that pocket clip out at any time. Quite easy to do. Again, just in reverse, loosen your screws off, replace with another washer, and give it a quick tighten up. And then obviously you've got a nice clean, smooth key bar. If you wanted to put your magnets on the end there, you can do. So there we have it, that's the key bar. I personally like the key bar. It's something that sort of rings EDC to me. It's something that I've had for quite a while. When I first sort of realised what EDC was and started buying EDC specific items, the key bar was one of the first sort of big purchases I bought. So I've got something that's close to my heart, I suppose you'd say. They've come a long way. If you look on the website, they've got very, very, very expansive materials that they make them out of. Obviously this is an aluminium one. We've got a titanium one here. There's a carbon fibre pocket clip on the back of that one. They do G10, copper, brass, anything that you can think of. They occasionally will do different designs on the front of them. So obviously that was an early incarnation of a titanium anodised one. This is a standard plain aluminium one. They do all kinds of one. There's a donut one currently. So whatever your sort of personal carry is, you'll find something, I'm sure, that you'll like and that will fit well into your carry. They are stop the noise. That's one of the slogan of KeyBar, stop the noise. Obviously I've got 4 keys there, it's not making a noise at all. They are great. They start at, I think there's the KeyBar Junior, which is essentially the exact same thing, however you only get one of these rounded ends, so it'll sort of be like that essentially. I've wanted to pick one of them up, I haven't. They start I think at $20 roundabout, or $25 maybe, and then they sort of go up from there. I think the standard aluminium one is about $30 in the US. You can buy them in the UK from a few distributors. I will link them down below if I can find them. This one, a few years ago, I paid about $70 for it. I think there's some titanium ones on their website that are about $50 to $60. So again, your price, whatever your budget is, whatever your style of carry is, I'm sure you'll find something that you like. If you have any questions about KeyBar themselves, put them down below. I shall try and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I will link up here to other key holders if you want to see a different kind of key holder. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you on the next one.